Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Cherry Tree Cafe by Heidi Swain and read by Karen Cass. Chapter 1. When I was growing up, I used to hate my birthday. What use was a birthday 2 weeks after Christmas? But now, bowling headlong towards my early 30s with Mr. Right to snuggle up to, it didn't seem so bad. No, now it wasn't too bad at all. I sighed and stretched out in the luxuriously large bed, then rolled over to snuggle up to his perfectly toned torso for a few more minutes, only to discover that he wasn't there. No matter, I smiled to myself as I imagined him sauntering back into the bedroom with a laden breakfast tray and wearing little more than his most seductive smile. Just what, I couldn't help wondering, had he got planned for my birthday, which coincidentally was the same day as our anniversary. 2 blissful years since fate had blown him through the doors of the Mermaid Pub and into my waiting arms. Bored with life in Unabridged, the small East Anglian town where I'd grown up, I was looking for a distraction. Anything to stave off the monotony of pulling pints and justifying still living at home, when in breezed Giles Worthington. He introduced himself as a jilted groom, a broken soul in need of a little R&R, which I was only too willing to offer. I had him back on his feet in no time, and in return he swept me off mine and carried me away to his castle. Well, penthouse flat, actually. It wasn't until a few weeks down the line that I discovered that he had actually been the one largely responsible for the jilting. But his fiancée was long gone by then, already seeing someone else, so he said, and I was living the life of a princess. Not that any of that really mattered to me. All I cared about was love, head over heels, heart slamming against the ribcage love. I was a firm believer in destiny, fate, and all that malarkey, and I just knew that Giles Worthington and I were meant to be together forever. "Giles," I purred lustfully, "hurry up, the bed's getting cold." No response. I sat up, shook my red curls away from my face, wrapped the sheet tightly round me, and tiptoed to the door to call again. Still nothing. I shuffled back to bed and spotted an envelope propped up against the phone. My day ran exactly as Giles planned it to. No snuggling up on the sofa, guzzling Prosecco and watching old movies for me this year. Instead, I was polished and preened at a lavish country house.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?